Hey everybody, welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. I've had a lot of questions about the Willys project lately, and I just wanted to give you a quick video today just to update you on where we are with the engine and the project as a whole. We finally got the floor mat in the mail the other day. It was on back order for like 3 months, but it finally arrived. It's super good quality. This is really nice heavy duty rubber. Even says Willys right there on both sides. And it also came with a really nice quality mat carpet to go underneath it. So when the box arrived, I had envisioned of just opening it up and unrolling it from the box and putting it in the truck and being done in 5 minutes. But this doesn't have any holes in it. There's not a hole for the main shifter or the two little ones. And the reason that it's wrinkled like that, as you see it laying there, is because this was molded to fit over the tunnel. So when this is in the truck, theoretically it should lay flat, but when it's on the flat ground, it's not going to lay flat because it was molded to fit the truck. So I have no patterns to go by, so I'm going to have to get out the measuring tape and a pencil and really do some serious measuring. Again, I thought this was going to be a 5-minute operation, but this is going to be actually quite a big job. Anyway, I wanted to update you guys about the engine. We've been waiting on that for, gosh, about 5 or 6 months now. This truck is ready to go, man. It's just been waiting around for the engine. It was supposed to be more like a 3-month turnaround time on the engine, but you know how those things go. You can't rush engine work and you can't rush a machine shop. Anyway, the engine is done. Here's a couple photos of the completed engine. You guys can see we went with a military green, and the official title of this paint is olive drab green. So if you ever see a paint code on a military vehicle or on a military green that says OD green, that stands for olive drab green. I have cleaned up, refurbished, and painted all the exterior components for the engine. They've been sitting here so long they actually got dust on them, but they're all shiny and pretty and ready to go. This is my favorite one. I love the way this thing turned out. This is the oil filter canister housing, it sits on top of the engine. I painted the bracket, painted the canister itself, new fitting on the bottom, new fitting on the side, new hardware on the bracket, and I also installed a new line on it right there with new fittings. So that's going to look nice on the engine. That's going to be the only thing that's red on the engine. The rest is going to be black against the olive drab green. I think it's really going to look sharp. I still haven't installed the heater hose that I was going to, and I still haven't lubed everything on the chassis yet, but those are small potatoes. We can do those at any time. I've got the Willys truck here back in my shop. I had it over in the house garage for a while just to get it out of the way so I could work on some other projects, but it's back in the shop now, and when it's in its space right here in front of the WD-45, sorry about all the mess in here, it's a little bit dirty, but I will have room to work on it in here. I'll have room to put the engine in the truck under shelter in here in the shop. It's just getting colder and colder by the day around here. So here are a few more photos of the engine. I got these from the engine builder. I still don't have the engine in my possession yet. If everything goes smoothly, I should have it in a couple of weeks maybe. And then at that point, depending on my schedule with the holidays and everything else, I'm gonna give myself a week to get the engine in and get it running. That way I can work on it just a little bit at a time, a couple hours a day. By that time, we'll be well into December, and there might even be snow on the ground around here by then. Another big question I've been getting asked is, was the block savable? For those of you following along with the project, you will remember that I found an external crack on the block that was actually weeping coolant out the side of the block. Not a lot, but enough. And then in addition to that, we were getting a lot of coolant out the tailpipe, unfortunately. So that was like a double whammy. I don't yet know exactly how they fixed it or what they found, if anything, internally. I'll be getting more of that information in the next week, and I'll pass that along in the next video. But bottom line, they were able to fix the old block. which saved us money there, so that was good. This particular engine builder run tests all his engines, so he's already had it either on an engine stand or in another vehicle, and it's been running. He's tested it, everything's working, and he does provide a warranty. I forget now if it's 1 year or 2 years. I also don't yet know about the specifics of the replacement parts. Like, for example, the motor was bored 30 over before. I'm assuming they would have had to bore it at least 10 thousandths over from what it was, but what do I know? I never got my eyes inside the block, and the machine shop, you know, knows what they're doing. They did all that. So all those details about the bore size, replacement parts, those are still yet to come. I just wanted to give you guys an update on where we're at. So sorry for the delay between videos on this Willys project, but you know, we had to wait for the engine for 5 or 6 months, and I've gone through just about everything I can. So when the engine arrives, instead of breaking that process up into 2 or 3 short videos, I'm just going to make one video that covers the whole process. You know, me getting the engine, putting it in, hooking it up, taking it for a drive, shaking things down, and until everything's done with the hood on, 100% complete. So I'm really looking forward to that video. I know some of you are as well. If you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, please consider doing that. You won't want to miss that video coming up. My goal is to have all the work done and the truck running, video complete prior to Christmas of this year. All right, I'm moving on with this nightmare of a floor mat installation. I'm using some poster board here to make my first template around the shifters, and I'm generally happy with the fit. I just need to move this hole down this way about a ½ inch, and then I think the rest is good. So I need to double check all these measurements again against the actual floor mat out here on the ground. We're going to measure 3 times before we cut. I don't want to cut the holes in the wrong spot. And finding center in here is not as easy as you might think either, because you can't just do this, measure across, find the measurement and divide it by 2, and do the same thing on the floor mat, because this steps up twice. So you have to take your tape and actually mold it to the floor to get an accurate measurement. Otherwise it's going to be way off. And the other thing is this shifter isn't exactly in the center. This main one here is just a little bit left of center, so we're going to start there. So here's where I'm measuring the 57 from, right there to right there, and then 28 is right there. And then we have to go 14 inches from back here to that mark. And it actually isn't 14 inches either, because it steps up this way as well. So we need 14 5/8. 14 5/8. And then I'm going to make a 3 5/8 diameter circle for the opening. 3 5/8, which is right there. So good news. I think my holes are good. They look good. I'm happy with them. It's still not laying flat though, because the rest of this stuff doesn't fit. They only made one slit in this thing right here. I'm assuming for maybe the steering column. I don't know. maybe the brake pedal, but there's no other slits. We have to make a provision for the high beam button, the clutch pedal, either the steering column or the brake pedal, whichever the slit does not fit. Provision for the gas pedal, for the starter button, and also our heater. So this is even more difficult than I thought it was going to be. I think I have the hard part done though with the holes. I think those are going to be good. So I'm just going to start over here, cut around the heater, and work my way that way, tucking and cutting and as I go. And then I'll bring you back when I get to the other side. Hopefully this will eventually lay flat. All right, the floor mat is 90% done and installed. I think it looks much better with the floor mat than it did before with the bare floors. I also made a command decision. I'm not going to install this carpet, at least not today. I got to thinking about it, and I don't want anything underneath the floor mat that can absorb moisture. So we're going to leave the carpet out for now. The only thing I have to do left is I want to clean up these holes around the shifters. I have an idea for that. I also need to stitch this right here because I had to make a slit in the mat because there's too much material there. This thing really did not fit very well. Overall, I'm happy with it now that it's in the truck and we're nearly done. I think it really cleans up the inside. I think it looks nice, but I still have some work left to do around those holes and stitch that one seam up, then we'll be done. Anyway, I'll show you guys the finished product in the next video, and stay tuned for the engine. That's what this video is all about, just an update on the engine. That's coming soon. Again, watch for that sometime probably before Christmas of this year. Thanks everybody for watching, and we'll see you soon.